This week's DRM Not Included in F5 Live is proudly powered by Amazon Prime. You get free shipping, but you get a whole lot more. You get free music with Amazon Prime Music, free TV, movies, and documentaries with Amazon Prime Video, free games, and a free Twitch subscription to use on the content creator of your choice with Amazon Prime Gaming, and a lot more than that. We've got links to these features and some of our other favorites, plus a 30-day free trial if you're not already a subscriber, and all of that can be found by going to f5live.tv/prime. All right, and I know I said it last time, but I'll say it again. I have to update that card as well. It's got the wrong price as of now, I think. Anyway, let's talk something calmer. It's been a pretty intense show. Let's talk about Disney. Disney Plus has officially announced, after some rumors for a couple of days, a new subscription tier. Now, we've kind of assumed that we would see one of these eventually, but it is an ad-supported tier that will be less expensive than the current subscription, which is already one of the least expensive subscriptions out there. And Disney says they have not said what the price is going to be. They have also not said how many ads you're going to see during your content. But what they have said is that it is going to be the most affordable streaming subscription in the industry. So that's interesting because Peacock is free.
But
you don't get
will
the whole
you
catalog.
get access? Yeah, will you get the whole catalog with Disney?
Right. So Peacock with ads and the whole catalog, I think is $4.99. So I think that sets a bar, right? I think $9.99 for the whole catalog without ads, and $4.99 for the whole catalog with ads. So I think that's setting a bar. If Disney wants it to be the most affordable in the industry, they're going to have to come in under that, right? But they have not said how much it will be. They have not said how intrusive the ads will be. But Disney also owns Hulu, and the ads on there are pretty intense. Sometimes more ads than there is content in a show. So hopefully that is not the model they're going for, and we'll find some more happy medium. Peacock, for example, is a pretty good ad supported model, I think, that they could be basing off of, as they're not nearly as intrusive as they are on say Hulu.
I find Paramount Plus to be okay.
Yeah.
I have Paramount Plus with ads, and I find that to be okay.
Yeah, that's the other one I was going to recommend that they take a look at, but certainly not Hulu.
Yeah.
Because that was the one that I was willing to pay for the upgrade on. It was that bad. So, I think this is to go back to Thanos, I think this was inevitable. So many of the streaming services have gone this way, have added this tier. Even the ones that didn't have it to start with have added it. Peacock started with it. Hulu started with it. But many of the ones that aren't Netflix, that didn't start with it, have implemented it because there's a lot of competition. The streaming fatigue is real, or the subscription fatigue is real. And so, we talk all the time. How do you differentiate yourself? How do you make yourself stand out? If you're the only service that is always charging full price, well, maybe people are going to look elsewhere. So I think this was inevitable for them.
Yeah, I mean, Disney has a lot going for it, though. I mean, they have the full Disney catalog. They have all their Marvel and Star Wars content. They've also have brought a lot of new content to the platform that people can. Well, I mean, I should say they're the streaming home of new Disney and Marvel content as it comes out, not just the not just the shows, but obviously, or Encanto coming on there or whatever. So
the the Netflix original Marvel shows are Disney Plus now.
yeah, so I mean, Disney Plus has a lot going for it, whereas some of these other ones that are basically run by TV networks don't have as much going for them.
Yeah.
Peacock really doesn't have much going for it. Uh, Paramount, at least Paramount has Star Trek going for it, which is the reason I subscribe.
Uh-huh.
Although apparently this was very sad to hear. I don't know if you heard this, but apparently they got a lot more subscribers from having Clifford the Big Red Dog on Paramount Plus than they got from Star Trek.
I don't even know what to do with that sentence.
I mean, what must it have cost them to have Clifford the Big Red Dog on there? Not much compared to producing all this original Star Trek content that they are producing. They say like we got Clifford the Big Red Dog. I mean, don't get me wrong, my kids loved Clifford the Big Red Dog, so. But it's not. But nevertheless,
but it's not Picard.
Yeah. Yes, it's not Picard. It's not Picard. It's not Discovery. It's not Lower Decks. So, yeah.
Or even Janeway. I can't remember the name of that one, but
Prodigy.
Yeah,
Prodigy.
But I enjoy that one too.
I started watching it and I couldn't get into it. Maybe I'll try again. The Star Trek Prodigy. The others,
the first two were a little off. The tone of the first two were rough. The first one in particular, but by like the third episode, I think the characters had depth. Enough. I mean, Nickelodeon depth, but depth.
I'll give you another one that doesn't have an ad tier, but if they would like to add one, I would support that. BritBox. BritBox is my new streaming obsession. I love BritBox now. So, and that's relatively affordable. I think for the year it's like $70 or something.
Yeah.
But they do not have an ad tier, and you cannot download stuff to watch offline either.
Yeah.
With BritBox.
From what I can tell, the BBC iPlayer and Channel 4, or all four, I guess, of the streaming service in Britain doesn't have that ability. So that doesn't shock me.
Well, I would actually pay extra for BritBox to have British ads. Because I would love to see the. I don't know. Are there even commercials on BBC in the UK, or do they?
Yes.
Because I know it was run by the government, so I don't know if they have commercials.
Yes. Yeah. And the ads are fascinating.
Yeah.
It's always interesting to see ads for things like, okay, the Samsung Galaxy S, what's the current one? 22?
22, yeah.
Okay, so the ad for the 21 that you constantly saw, right? That ends with like the girl dancing with people behind her on the street or whatever. Exact same ad, different song.
Yeah.
It shocked me the first time because I saw the visual come up before she puts the earbuds in and starts to hear the music. Right. I'm like, oh, I know this ad. Oh, I don't know this ad. That's the wrong song. I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're interesting to see products that you know, but very different ads.
Yeah. Well, so I can't. I don't know that Disney needs to do this, but I guess it helps their overall numbers.
Yeah.
They must have done the math. So let them.
Yep. We don't know when it's going to happen. We don't know how much it's going to cost. And we don't know how intense the ads are going to be. All we know is it's happening. What does that mean? We'll let you know when we find out. Hello, YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of F5 Live Refreshing Technology. If you did, please subscribe to the channel down below, and of course hit the notification bell, because we know that subscriptions don't mean much on YouTube anymore. If you've got topics that you'd like us to talk about in the future, please comment them down below. And if you'd like to not follow us on YouTube, there's lots of ways that you can follow along with our content by going to plughitslive.com/subscribe. There you'll see all of our shows and all of the ways that you can watch, listen, and follow along.